Oh dear, ladies and gents, the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, the pilot. It's getting retooled, repiloted, if you can believe it. Did you know about this? The CW is making a live-action version of the Powerpuff Girls with Warner Brothers and Berlanti Pictures. Now, these are the actresses. These are the individuals that will be in the role. And this is like a rough synopsis. Written and executive produced by Diablo Cody and Heather Regnier, who will do the rewrite, because that's what's happening here. It has to be rewritten. Powerpuff follows the trio that used to be America's pint-sized superheroes. Now, they're disillusioned 20-somethings who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. Now, like I said, ladies and gents, this is the Powerpuff Girls. These are the individuals that are playing them. This was a set photo quite a while ago, actually, which I think a lot of people pointed out because, well, it doesn't even look like they've ironed their costumes, for starters. Doesn't look that good. But CW, the company that seemingly takes on everything, has actually turned it down. Which I think actually speaks volumes, to be perfectly honest. CW's turned it down for repiloting. So Powerpuff, based on the original Cartoon Network animated series, will be reworked and repiloted off-cycle. So the CW they were coming up to their announcements on their full slate and what's going to be released, etc., etc. But Powerpuff is not happening. Now the four leads: Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, Yana Perrault and Donald Faison, as well as other cast members and the writers, producers, all remain on board the project from Warner Brothers TV and Berlanti Productions. Now you'd think, wouldn't you, that the CW, or at least, well, not CW, but you'd think that Warner Brothers, you know, AT&T, although I know they've sold Warner Media now, but you would think that they'd probably look at this and go, oof, we don't like this, guys, come on. Let's sort some producers out here. Let's change some writers. Let's change something. But alas, no, they don't. Which is always amazing to me. And you've got to remember, ladies and gents, this is the CW. The CW that has been renewing Batwoman consistently. And they say Batwoman's fine. Batwoman's A-OK, guys. Batwoman's great. But yeah, sadly, Powerpuff Girls, we're going to have to wait some more. Until we get to watch this, because it's not just that, it's actually a bunch of other stuff as well, believe it or not. So Tom Swift, a spin-off of Nancy Drew, remains in consideration. This is a CBS Studios fake Empire produced project. Did not do a traditional backdoor pilot. Instead, the character Tom Swift, played by Tian Richards, appeared in a Nancy Drew episode. So that's something which Network CW was like, yeah, great, pilot script, let's do it. But the CW would potentially order a standalone pilot based on the script as part of its series considerations. So they're like, yeah, happy, let's have a look. CW's also opted not to proceed with Millennial Nun Dramedy. What even is that? Our Ladies of Brooklyn with Jenny Snyder, Ehrman and Black Lightning spin-off Painkiller. Millennial Nun Dramedy. That sounds like an acid trip. It's so strange. Very, very odd. Something I never thought I would ever hear, let alone say. But we did get some new information courtesy of interviews and things like that. So Warner Brothers TV Group President Channing Dungey last week spoke about Powerpuff stars Chloe Bennett, who plays Blossom, Dove Cameron, who plays Bubbles, and Yana Perrault, who plays Buttercup. And the challenges adapting the classic pop culture IP has faced. Not something that you should have adapted. It's very strange that you're adapting it. But they said, and I quote, "We've got a trio of terrific actresses at the centre of that. I'm not going to say that it hasn't been a challenge. Evidently so, ladies and gents, because they are now repiloting the pilot. Bringing a children's cartoon into live-action adulthood has been a really fine line to walk. But I think we've done a pretty great job walking it." Again, evidently not. Evidently not. I guess, who are you fooling here? Who are you fooling? This is not. It's not good. Oh, what we'll do, we'll just make them disillusioned. They're just disillusioned, guys. Just disillusioned, because that's what we want in all of our series now. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? We just want disillusioned youths who resent themselves for doing any of these things moving forwards. Disillusioned 20-somethings. Disillusioned 20-somethings who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. I mean, they don't look like they're resenting much, do they? That doesn't look like it aligns with said synopsis. I mean, it looks awful. It does look awful. So anyway, what can we glean from this? Well, CW, amazingly, has some taste somewhere along the line, but not that much, because of course Powerpuff Girls are still happening. It's such a strange approach to take to some of these series. You know, oh, we have a great, great kids animated series, which had some elements for adults in as well. We're just disillusioned. So who's it actually for at this point? Is it for disillusioned 20-somethings who never watched it when they were growing up? If so, strange. Strange. Why don't they, why when we keep revisiting these properties, and this is the real question of this video, this is what I really want to ask you guys, is why when we revisit these properties that were beloved, parts of pop culture, they were iconic, I guess, not necessarily saying Powerpuff Girls is, but just in general, why do we not take those properties and try and give them back to the individuals that really liked them at the time, that made them so popular? So case in point, Powerpuff Girls, right? Who's this for? Is it for the original viewers of the Powerpuff Girls? Because I don't think they're going to want to watch these individuals now being disillusioned and resentful of what you used to enjoy watching. And they do this all the time. All the time. But then, I ask you, if it's not for them, where's the business sense in that? Because surely you're just going to be giving it to someone else who has absolutely no emotional attachment to the characters or the series in general anyway. So then at that point, what's the point? Who's it for? So strange. But anyway, Powerpuff Girls is delayed. It may come out in full. It probably won't. They've still got everyone involved that made it delay anyway. So strange choices. But let me know what you think. I think this looks absolutely atrocious. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a strange approach to take. We'll give it back to the people that didn't even like it in the first place. New stuff. Yeah? No, why? So let me know what you think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. If you stayed this long, you liked the video, so please do show me by hitting that thumbs up button. Returning subscribers, new subscribers, I've got a second channel. It's a car channel where I rebuild cars and such forth. I'm actually rebuilding a Group A rally car at the moment. It's a pretty rare little thing. You'll find a link to that in the description box. I'd love to have you guys over there. Cheers though. Take care.